Yes, I am playing Metal Gear Solid. I'm using a PS3 to do it, though. That's what kind of doesn't. That's the thing. Okay, I need to explain why the graphics don't look all that good. So, got the PlayStation, but my capture box doesn't let me simply connect the HDMI, so I had to grab PlayStation 1 graphics cable and. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. I had to grab a PlayStation 1 graphics cable and then the AV to HDMI thing. Thankfully, as I'm playing Metal Gear Solid, I don't think that'll really matter. Alright. So I just turning up volume for me. Alright.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces,
Alright.
being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armistead, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike. Stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
That shaking out is funny.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was the commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful
Sorry,
psychic
just want to
abilities.
check, make sure something.
Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven,
Just need to make sure.
giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Alright. Well, since I'm using a PlayStation 3 to play this and not an actual PS1, I need to change this to analog mode. There we go. Yes, reassign the controller. Other settings. Smoothing, nope, I want that off. Software manual. Sign slots? Oh. Right. I do have that. So I just... Oh. Right, you gotta use circle. I think the control I'm using doesn't have vibration. That looks about right. Oops. Appreciate special VR training game. I think I still had a safe. Yeah, I know it. I won't bother. I'll just deal with that later. Okay. Okay. So, when it comes to Metal Gear Solid 3, I can do that on... I can do a Foxhound run on that game. Not so much the others, and quite frankly, I'm not quite in the mood to challenge myself like that, so I'm just gonna stick with normal. Looks kind of blurry in motion.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay. I was... Wait.
Snake, you have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the
Okay.
crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again.
Okay, this bugs because most PlayStation games usually use X to no, that's crouch. Because normally you'd use X to select menus and circle to get out, but in this game it's circle to select and X to back. So it's kind of just... Oh yeah. Also, game doesn't really care about how hard you press the control stick. Okay, I'm kind of angry because my work, they...
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
But, anyways, I'm mad because my work asked me to come in on Friday night, which, yes, does mean no Friday offlines. Not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Like, I don't mind skipping a Friday offline for something like this. Then my brother, later in the day, says he's coming down because he lives about 4 hours away from me. And, oh, you should have seen the look on my face. You really... Uh-oh. You know, I suspect the forklift was not the best place to hide. There we go. So yeah, now I missed out on seeing my brother. Of course, to make up for the fact there's going to be no Friday offlines, I'm going to be hosting another session of this on Friday. I know I'm not finishing this in 2 hours. The man, the myth, the pixelated face. Okay, I do know it's a PS1 game, but I still have to laugh at that. Tactical espionage action, Metal Gear Solid. This is gonna be fun.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You just flatter me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 15 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
I wouldn't
Be
have that if
careful,
I was
Snake.
playing on hard.
The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, then I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Real charmer, that
If you want to
Snake.
get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
And now I have control, but first things first. Let's save.
What is it, Snake? Snake, remember what the goal said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides, kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Snake! Oh, 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 oh. Switch over there. Ah, ration box. Perfect, I can use that. Right, you can't actually lean over like you couldn't. Fast, I'll be able to. That was close. Oh yeah. Let's check out. Ah, there's the Jeep. Okay.
Surveillance?
Snake! Okay. I'll get to that. Sweet, got a gun, but I'm gonna want to hold out on using that. Don't think he's moving. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Oh no, definitely not. Fuck. Jeez. Really? We're supposed to cover the camera. Already have to use a ration.
Whose footprints are these?
Whoops. What?
Good. You got yourself a weapon. To use it, first hold down the R2 button to enter weapon mode. Then select the weapon you want with the directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon, follow the directions displayed in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
Okay, this is just bothering me for a moment, so I'm just gonna... Hell no, do I page 41. Figures. Sorry, this is honestly, it's like trying to actually choke somebody in this game is like difficult. When you're not holding a weapon and you press the weapon button. Okay. So I have to stop and then... But how do I avoid punching? What was it, 14152? I was right.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Of course, she will respond to anything you have. So, for instance...
Nuclear weapons, nuclear reactors, hazardous waste. We are constantly being exposed to plutonium and radioactive materials. Compared to that, smoking seems not so bad, no?
Yeah, that's the reaction to the smoke. Then... Come on.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility
Oh, she doesn't have anything for the,
Island was built at the beginning of this century.
the scope.
It was made only to temporarily store the nuclear warheads.
Why? If they wanted to dispose of them, why wouldn't they just dismantle them right away?
They cannot do that. You see, when you dismantle a warhead, you still have nuclear materials that must be stored. At this point, all of the nuclear material storage facilities are way past capacity. But they could not stop dismantling weapons while at the same time pushing Start 2.
So you're telling me that this base was built so they could temporarily avoid being in conflict with Start 2?
Most people think that we live in a safer world now. But with all the dismantled nuclear weapons and waste around, the threat of nuclear terrorism has increased tremendously.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Good. You found a SOCOM.
Alright.
That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Alright, that's enough of that for now.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Sorry guys, there's something I need to do. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I had to do a garbage run.
I moved the dark chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. About to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Check those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
I snuck through.
There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Metal, good old parroting. I've heard it's actually fairly effective way to... I've heard it's fairly effective at helping remember stuff. Of course, the downside is, well, parroting. I'll have to deal with that later.
Press the action button to drop down.
Well, then I'm going to just grab this ration first. Circle's action button. Okay.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Shaft grenades. Ah, here's something I can grab early. Normally I wouldn't be able to grab that until later, but honestly it's very helpful if you grab it now. Don't see anybody on the top floor. One. Definitely can't grab that. 1 on it. That's got a 5. See anybody? Okay, let's try B1.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the Green God. Hurry and rescue him.
I'm gonna save just in case.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the... Come on, Snake. You can do it.
Six. Green dot, that looks more like a blurb. 1.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Nice tip, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different. Well, first. Okay, that's the... Snake! Oh, that's as far as I can go. Okay. Lead me through forward. Maybe I can replicate the Friday offlines by emulating it like I did with a few weeks ago. Nah, probably be more fun to stream this. Oh god, I can see the texture warping. So much texture warping.
Is that a woman? Not me.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
And there we go.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear.
He said it.
It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They've probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of ArmsTech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the Lighthouse plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
Oh.
What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Sorry, what?
Dead. Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker. Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker, before the terrorists find out his detonation code.
Ooh.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Apparently,
Careful,
if
I'm no rookie.
I didn't have the
Liar.
gun,
That nervous
Snake would
glance,
tilt the
that
barrel to
scared
the
look in
side,
your
off to the
eyes.
side instead.
Your rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here!
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
Did we get him? Oh no. We got him.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Uh-oh. What are you fist pumping about? Oh no. Oh.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I have an empty gun. First things first, I need to pick up another ration. I need to... There we go. Level 6, so I can't go that way. I think there was a level 1 door upstairs, so first things first. Oh. Let's head upstairs. Ah, there's some stuff in here. What's that? Oh. Oh. I have to, and you know it.
A cardboard box. A cardboard box usually consists of a thin pasteboard with a corrugated paper center. They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make one wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's recyclable, it's highly economical. In addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate instruments when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the crevices should be filled with styrofoam to prevent them from moving around. So, anyway, what's with the box?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
Hey, you learn something new every day. Wait. Ah. So what I wanted to do was...
What have you got there? A cardboard box? Yeah, remember that trick?
They're just
That's
smiling.
the Snake I remember. Those poor fools won't know what hit them.
Oh, right, I need the key card. If I remember correctly... Yeah, hold on, I might be able to see it with the scope. It's level 2 scope. Ah, level 1 up at the big double doors. Oops. Too close. Swing around the bottom. pop this open. He's asleep. I'll be able to practice this. Okay. I should mention this, but unlike the later games, there's no penalty for killing people, so there's no real penalty as far as I know. There we go. Down basement. I'm gonna save because I distinctly remember there being traps in this room.
What is it, Snake? Snake, listen to what Lo Chi said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.
It's 5. Oh, PSG wants the sniper rifle. C4. Oh, right. So I just want to make sure something. Wait. No smoking, you say? Well, actually, I don't want to lose HP due to that, so. That's nice. Nikita. Famas. Oh, good, more SOCOM ammo. I might need that. 4. Okay. Grenades. The walls haven't been painted. Aha! Let's see if we got any other walls like that lying around. Oh, that was close. That's where the trap is. It's Tuesday the 3rd. I don't know about her. I think safe to assume it's just the 2 right now, so. Oh. By the way, I fall down, I die. So something's bothering me about this room. Yeah, they got pitfall traps. Don't stop on those. You will die. jamming. Oh, that's not a good sign. I think we can leave him. Don't think I can worry about that until later. 4 or 5. Not risking it. Let's walk in.
Am I too late? He's alive. You're the Armstech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry, I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
Oh, I think this is good. You first see Metal Gear Solid 3's gun tricks.
Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Everybody usually has something to say about him, so...
If you've got a question about Foxhound, ask Dr. Naomi.
Oh.
Revolver Ocelot is a former member of Spetsnaz. After the fall of the Soviet Union, he apparently served in the Russian tax police's elite SWAT team. After that, he joined the SVR, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Agency, which was formerly a part of the KGB. But according to my sources, he was dissatisfied with the rigid system of the KGB and wanted to get out. That's when he was recruited by Foxhound. He's a gun fanatic and totally obsessed with cowboy movies and spaghetti westerns. He's also something of a sadist. He learned the most advanced torture techniques while he was with Spetsnaz.
Yeah, he had plenty of practice. Lubyanka prison is located right there inside KGB headquarters. In a gunfight, reloading is usually the most dangerous time, but he loves it. Use that to your advantage. You'll have to take him out when he's reloading. Can you see where his number of remaining bullets is displayed on the screen? Wait for the right moment, and then take him out.
He's using a single-action army? The first model of that gun was made in 1873, over 130 years ago. Today, they're still being made in small numbers, but that's just for collectors and such. Nobody uses them in combat anymore. The biggest drawback to revolver-style handguns is reload time. That's your chance.
Alright.
Hiding won't help you.
Yeah, don't...
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like that. All right.
I think this is just gonna go horrendously wrong.
You better hurry up, you old man. Don't you want to settle this? I love the smell of corn. But to you, it will be the smell of your own death. Wait a minute.
Feel the fade out his bullets.
Wait a minute.
That's easy rash.
Wait a minute.
Who's out of ammo? Come on, man. Just your ammo.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Got him. Can't believe I had to use a
You're
ration for
pretty
that.
good.
Hey,
Just
said
what
the
I
line.
expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh. Oh. What? You're telling me the president is sorry from that?
Stealth camouflage.
Uh-oh.
Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
He even grabbed his arm.
Who are you? I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
What the heck?
Who the hell?
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mattis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Huh. You're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. You know, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up now.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier, it must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case.
Wait.
Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose
Use
of
the
the
actual
stuff.
footage.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear.
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes. And after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
Another one?
What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went in. Did it?
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Yeah.
What the hell?
It is.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Oh yeah, you get a life. Well, actually, not just life. Remembering. Oh, my controller fell asleep. Oh yeah, it's not just a life boost. It's also an ammo boost. For how did I? That's the top. Oh, I think I see where this is going. I think I gotta. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this game is a lot of fun. Oh, we're getting guards now. Okay, that's the grab button. Alright. Alright, whoops. Oh, gosh. Ride the ship with these. Okay, so there's two ways to see. Okay. Yeah, thermal goggles. Get them early, you get this. Otherwise, you can't grab them until much later in the game. If you can't see them, though, you have another option. Cigarette smoke. No, I'm not falling for that again. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. As much as I like to continue this, I do have work tomorrow morning, so I'm going to save, and then I'm going to stop the stream. I'll be streaming next on Friday at around 10 o'clock. I don't normally stream on Fridays. Normally I'm not in any position to stream. But because I have work in that afternoon, I'll be able to stream here instead of making a Friday offlines and continuing Doom. Well, continuing the PlayStation version of Doom. Whoops. So let's listen to Ailing one last time.
What is it, Snake? Snake, like Shakespeare said, knots had, all spent, where our desire is God.
I'm using my PS3. I have it downloaded.
Desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry.
Like
Careful, Snake.
PS3 right here. Whoops. Only thing is, due to for crying out loud. Oh, it wasn't even fully in all the way. I'm using my PlayStation 3, but my capture box won't directly accept HDMI, so I had to bring my PlayStation 1's graphics cable here so I could hook up to a component HDMI thing, and then I hooked it up to, so case in point. Yeah, I'll just before I sign off. Yeah, this looks rather low resolution, right? Yeah, that's why. I mean, thankfully I'm playing Metal Gear Solid, so that doesn't really matter. But if I was to play, say... If I was to play, say, this, you would definitely notice. Alright, well, I'm gonna turn off the system. It was nice streaming. Again, I'll be starting this at about 10 o'clock on Friday. Actually, yeah, I've played Snake Eater as well, but I have the 3DS version. Oh, good night.